Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Fluent with Looki. If you are new here, I am Looki. I am your teacher, your coach, and your biggest supporter. Today, we are starting something very special. This is not just another English lesson. This is not about memorizing a list of 100 verbs. This is not about boring grammar rules that you will forget tomorrow. This is a new journey. It is called the Adult Guide to Speaking Freedom. I made this specifically for you. I know who is watching. You are not a teenager in high school. You are 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 years old. You have a job. You have a family. You have a life full of responsibilities. You are smart. You are successful in your own country. You know how to solve problems. You know how to take care of your family. But when it comes to English, something changes. Let me ask you a question. Be honest with me. Do you feel like two different people? In your native language, you're strong. You're funny. You tell great stories at dinner. You can handle difficult situations at the bank or at work. You are an adult. But when you try to speak English, do you feel like a child? Do you feel small? Do you feel slow? Maybe you are in a meeting. You understand what your boss is saying. You have a great idea. You want to say it, but your heart starts beating fast. Boom, boom, boom. You think, what if I make a mistake? What if I use the wrong verb tense? What if they laugh? So you stay quiet. You smile. You nod your head. And the moment passes. The meeting ends, and you go home feeling frustrated. You think, why? I studied English for 5 years. Why can't I speak? My friends, if this is you, I want you to take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are not bad at languages. You are not too old. The problem is not your brain. The problem is your fear of perfection. As adults, we hate making mistakes. When we were children, we didn't care. If a baby says, "Me want cookie," everyone claps. Everyone is happy. The baby communicates. But as an adult, if you say, "Me want cookie," you feel embarrassed. You want to say, "I would like a cookie, please." You want to be perfect. And because you cannot be perfect immediately, you choose to be silent. In this series, we are going to break that silence. We are going to destroy that fear. Over the next 4 segments, I am going to give you the keys to unlock your mouth. We will focus on speaking and shadowing. We will focus on American English that real people use. Are you ready to find your voice? Let's begin. To understand this better, I want to tell you a story. It is a story about a man named Roberto. Roberto is 45 years old. He moved to the United States 3 years ago for his job. He's an engineer. He's a very smart man. He reads emails in English every day. He listens to the news in English. He understands almost everything. Every morning, Roberto goes to a coffee shop. He wants a simple black coffee and a plain bagel. In his head, he practices the sentence. He thinks, okay, can I have a black coffee and a plain bagel, please? It's a perfect sentence. He says it in his mind 5 times. He walks to the counter. The young woman behind the counter looks at him. She smiles and says, really fast, "Hi, what can I get started for you today?" Roberto freezes. She spoke too fast. He expected her to say, "Hello, what do you want?" But she said, "What can I get started for you today?" Roberto panics. His perfect sentence disappears. He feels nervous. There are people standing behind him in line. He feels the pressure. So, instead of his nice sentence, he just points at the menu and says, "Coffee, bagel." He pays, he takes his food, and he walks away. He sits down at his table and he feels angry with himself. He thinks, I am an engineer. I manage big projects. Why can I only speak like a caveman? Coffee, bagel. This is the pain of the adult learner. It is the gap between what you know and what you can do. Roberto's problem was not vocabulary. He knows the words have and can and please. His problem was reaction time and confidence. He is trying to translate everything. He is trying to be perfect, and when the situation changes, when the girl speaks fast, his system crashes like an old computer. So how do we fix this? How do we help Roberto? How do we help you? We need to change how you practice. Most of you practice English with your eyes. You read books, you read subtitles, you read apps on your phone. But you cannot speak with your eyes. You must speak with your mouth. Your mouth is a muscle. Your tongue is a muscle. If you want to run a marathon, you don't read books about running. You run. If you want to speak English, you must move your mouth. Today, I'm going to teach you two very simple, very friendly techniques. You can do these alone. You do not need a partner. You do not need a teacher. You do not need to be embarrassed. Technique number 1, the 1-minute mirror friend. This sounds funny, but it works. I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to look at your own eyes. Many of my students tell me, Looki, I have nobody to practice with. My husband speaks Spanish. My wife speaks Japanese. My coworkers are busy. I say, you have the best partner in the world. You. Here is the exercise. I want you to do this every morning when you are in the bathroom. Maybe you are shaving. Maybe you are putting on makeup. Maybe you're brushing your hair. Look in the mirror. Set a timer on your phone for 1 minute. Just 60 seconds, and I want you to talk to yourself. But, and this is important, do not worry about grammar. Do not worry about mistakes. Just talk about your plan for the day. Use simple present tense or future tense sentences. Let's try it together. Imagine you are looking in the mirror right now. Say this with me, out loud. Don't be shy. Okay, today is Tuesday. I am tired, but I'm okay. First, I need to make coffee. Then, I need to drive to work. I hope the traffic is good. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. I need to buy milk on the way home. Did you say it? Good. Now, notice something. These are short sentences, simple sentences. Subject, verb, object. I see many students try to make complex sentences. They try to say, although I am currently experiencing fatigue, I will proceed to construct a beverage of caffeine. No, stop that. That is robot talk. Real Americans speak simply. I am tired. I need coffee. When you look in the mirror, you are building a connection between your brain and your mouth. You are getting comfortable seeing your own mouth move in English shapes. English moves your mouth differently than your native language. If you speak Spanish or Italian, you use your lips a lot. If you speak English, we use the tongue and the jaw more. You need to get used to this feeling. So, your first homework assignment is simple. Tomorrow morning, look in the mirror. Talk for 1 minute. If you stop, just start again. If you make a mistake, who cares? Nobody is listening. It is just you and your mirror friend. Technique number 2, the narrator voice. Now, let's go deeper. Let's talk about thinking in English. This is a very popular topic. Everyone says you must think in English, but how? It feels impossible, right? Your brain automatically thinks in your language. We need to trick your brain. We need to start small. We are going to use the narrator voice. Do you watch nature documentaries or sports? There is always a voice describing the action. The lion walks through the grass. He sees the zebra. I want you to be the narrator of your own life, but only for small actions. When you are doing house chores, washing dishes, folding clothes, cooking dinner, I want you to say exactly what you are doing, out loud. Why out loud? Because thinking is too quiet. It is easy to switch back to your native language in your head. When you speak out loud, you force your brain to stay in English. Let's practice this. Imagine you are making a sandwich. Don't just make the sandwich silently. Speak the action. Say this with me. I am taking the bread. I am opening the bag. I am getting the cheese. Where is the knife? Here is the knife. I am cutting the tomato. This looks good. I am hungry. This is A2 level grammar. It is present continuous tense. I am doing. This is perfect for practice. Why does this work? Because you are connecting the physical action with the English word. Usually you translate. You see the bread, you think of the word for bread in your language, then you translate to bread. That is slow. But if you hold the bread in your hand and you say bread and you feel the bread, your brain makes a direct connection. Hand, bread. Eye, bread. No translation. I want you to try this when you are driving or taking the bus. Look out the window. Narrate the world. I see a red car. That truck is big. The light is red. The light is green. That man is walking a dog. It is raining now. Keep it simple. Keep it fast. If you don't know a word, don't stop. Do not run to the dictionary. Do not open Google Translate. If you don't know the word for truck, just say big car. If you don't know the word for walking, just say he goes. This is called circumlocution. It means talking around the word. This is a superpower. Think about Roberto in the coffee shop. If he forgot the word for bagel, he could say the round bread. The girl would understand. We need to train you to survive. Fluency is not about knowing every word in the dictionary. Fluency is about keeping the conversation going. It is about flow. Let's talk about fear. I want to speak to your heart for a moment. Many of you are afraid of your accent. You think, my accent is terrible. People will not understand me. Listen to me closely. Your accent is your history. Your accent means you are brave enough to leave your comfort zone. In the USA, we have millions of people with accents. We have Spanish accents, Chinese accents, Russian accents, Indian accents. We are used to it. Real Americans do not care about your accent as much as you think. We care about clarity. Can I understand your message? If you speak clearly and you speak loud enough, the accent is not a problem. The problem is when you speak softly. The problem is when you mumble because you are shy. When you're shy, you look down, you cover your mouth, you speak quietly. Excuse me, can I coffee? This makes it hard for the listener. They have to lean in. What? Huh? And then you think, oh no, they don't understand my English. No, my friend, they understand your English. They just cannot hear you. So the rule for this course is be loud and be proud. Even if you make a mistake, make it a loud mistake. If you say, I goed to the store yesterday, instead of I went, and you say it loudly, I understand you. We can communicate. But if you whisper the perfect sentence, I cannot understand you. Exercise. The volume check. I want you to try something right now. Yes, right now. I want you to say your name and where you are from. First, say it like a shy student. Whisper it. My name is Looki, and I am from the internet. How did that feel? It felt weak, right? It felt small. Now I want you to sit up straight, shoulders back, chest open. Imagine you are speaking to a room full of people. Say it loud. My name is Peter, and I am from Manchester. Do it again. My name is Peter. Feel the difference? Your energy changes. Your brain thinks, oh, I am confident right now. When you act confident, you become confident. It's a loop. Let's review segment 1. We learned that silence comes from the fear of perfection. We learned that as adults, we judge ourselves too hard. We met Roberto and learned that simple speaking is better than perfect silence. We have two tools for our toolbox. The mirror friend, talk to yourself for 1 minute every morning, simple plans. The narrator voice, describe your actions while you cook, clean, or drive. Connect the object to the word. And we learned the golden rule, be loud and be proud. Now I have homework for you, real homework. I want you to find a small notebook or use the Notes app on your phone. For the next 24 hours, I want you to narrate 3 specific activities in your day. When you make breakfast or coffee, when you travel to work or the store, when you get ready for bed. Just talk. Talk to the walls, talk to the steering wheel, talk to the cat. If you do this, you will notice something amazing. The English words will start to come faster. You won't have to search for spoon. You will pick it up and your brain will say spoon. That is the beginning of an English brain. In the next segment, we are going to talk about the biggest mystery of English listening and speaking. Why do Americans speak so fast? Why does I am going to sound like We are going to learn the secret technique of shadowing. This is how you get a better accent. This is how you understand Netflix without subtitles. You do not want to miss the next episode. It is going to change how you hear the world. Until then, remember, you are smart, you are capable, and you are ready to speak. This is Looki saying, keep talking. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Fluent with Looki. I am so happy to see you here for part 2 of our journey. If you are here, it means you survived part 1. You looked in the mirror, you talked to your mirror friend, you narrated your breakfast, you said, I am making coffee, I am drinking coffee. And guess what? You didn't die. The sky didn't fall. You spoke English and you are still standing. That is a victory. I am proud of you. But now we have a bigger problem to solve, a much bigger problem. In part 1, we talked about you speaking. But a conversation is a two-way street. You speak and then you listen. And this is where the nightmare happens for many of you. You study English in a book. You see the sentence, what do you want to do? It looks beautiful. 6 clear words. You know what, you know do, you know want. You are happy. Then you go to the United States or you watch a Hollywood movie and the actor looks at his friend and says, what do you want to do? 1 sound, 1 second. What do you want to do? And your brain freezes. You panic. You think, wait, he didn't say the words, he ate the words. Why are Americans so hungry? Why do they eat the letters? You feel stupid because you studied for years, but you cannot understand a simple question. My friends, listen to me. You are not stupid. Your ears are just trained for the wrong thing. Your ears are trained for reading English, but the world speaks real English. Today, in episode 2, we are going to fix your ears and your mouth. We are going to learn the secret of flow. We are going to learn why Americans sound lazy. We are not lazy, I promise. We are just efficient. And I'm going to teach you the most powerful exercise in the world for language learning. It is called shadowing. If you do this exercise for 10 minutes a day, in 1 month, your friends will ask you, wow, where did you learn that accent? You sound American. Are you ready to unlock the code of speed? Let's go. Let's understand the problem first. Most of us were taught English by reading. When you read, every word has the same space. Subject, verb, object. I, go, to, the, store. If you speak like this, I call it robot English. Hello, how are you today, sir? Is it correct? Yes, the grammar is perfect. Is it natural? No, it sounds mechanical. And it is exhausting for you to speak like that because you are stopping after every word. English is not a robotic language. English is a musical language. English has a beat, like a drum. Boom, da-da, boom, da-da, boom. We have stress timing. This means some words are big and long, and some words are tiny and fast. The big words are the content words, nouns, principal verbs, adjectives, the information. The tiny words are the grammar words, to, a, the, of, can, for. Imagine a mountain range. The big words are the mountains. The grammar words are the valleys. You don't walk flat, you go up and down. Let's look at a sentence. I went to the store to buy some bread. If you are a robot, you say, I went to the store to buy some bread. If you are a musician, you only hear the mountains. Went, store, buy, bread. The other words, I, to, the, to, some, are crushed. They are super fast. They are the glue that holds the mountains together. So it sounds like, I went to the store to buy some bread. Do you hear the rhythm? Da-da, 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 da, da-da, da-da, da. This is why you don't understand fast speakers. You are listening for to the store, but the speaker is saying to the store. The to the is almost invisible. The lesson. Stop listening for every word. Listen for the stress. Listen for the mountains. If you hear went, store, buy, bread, you understand the message. You don't need the grammar words to understand the story. This relaxes your brain. You don't have to catch 100% of the words. You only need to catch the big 50%. Part 2. The secret of the lazy. Now let's talk about the specific sounds that confuse you. Students often tell me, Looky, Americans speak slang. They use bad English. No, it is not slang, it is reduction. In your native language, maybe you pronounce every letter. In Spanish, banana is ba, na, na. You hear the A 3 times perfectly. In English, we change the vowels to make them faster. We use a sound called the schwa. It sounds like a soft punch in the stomach, and we glue words together. Let's practice the big 3 reductions. These are the ones you hear in every movie, every song, and every meeting. Number 1, gonna, going to. We almost never say, I am going to call you. It takes too long. We say, I'm gonna call you. Practice time. Say this out loud. Robot, I am going to do it. American, I'm gonna do it. Robot, what are you going to do? American, what you gonna do? Number 2, wanna, want to. We don't say, I want to go. We say, I wanna go. Practice time. Robot, do you want to dance? American, do you want to dance? Robot, I do not want to eat. American, I don't want to eat. Number 3, gotta, got to, or have to. This means you must do something. Robot, I have got to go. American, I gotta go. Now, be careful. You do not write gonna or wanna in a business email. In an email, you write going to. But in the spoken meeting, even the CEO says gonna. All right, team, we're gonna increase sales next quarter. It is professional to speak this way. It flows. The magic of linking. Now, let's talk about the chain. When you write, there is a white space between words. Black, coffee. When you speak, there is no space. Black coffee. The last letter of word 1 jumps over and kisses the first letter of word 2. Consonant to vowel linking. This is the most common one. Look at the phrase, turn it on. Robot, turn it on. American, turn it on. Do you hear it? The N from turn moves to it. Turn it. The T from it moves to on. Tit on. So you say, turn it on. Let's practice another one. Wake up. The K moves over. It sounds like wake up. Say it with me. Wake up. I need to wake up early. Why is this important? Because when you listen to a podcast, you hear wake up. Your brain searches for the word wake up. It doesn't exist, so you get confused. But if you know about linking, you realize, that is wake up. The flap T, the American signature. If you want to sound American instantly, you need the flap T. This is when the letter T is between two vowel sounds. In British English, the T is sharp, water. In American English, the T becomes a soft D. Water becomes water. Better becomes better. City becomes city. Computer becomes computer. Party becomes party. Let's try a sentence. The water is better in the city. Robot, like Britishish. The water is better in the city. Like American. The water is better in the city. Try it. It feels weird, right? Your tongue wants to make a strong T, but relax your tongue. Just tap the roof of your mouth gently. Water. Better. This is the music. This is the flow. Part 3. The shadowing technique. Your mental gym. Okay, Looki, I understand the theory. I understand the flap T and the gonna, but how do I practice this? I cannot remember all these rules. You don't need to remember the rules. You need to train your muscles. We are going to use shadowing. Shadowing is used by spies. It is used by actors. It is used by the best polyglots in the world. What is shadowing? Shadowing is listening to a speaker and repeating exactly what they say at the exact same time. You are not translating. You are not analyzing. You are copying. You are an echo. Think about learning a song. When you hear your favorite song on the radio, do you think about grammar? No, you just sing along. You copy the melody. You copy the singer's emotion. We are going to sing English. Step-by-step shadowing guide. Step 1. Choose your audio. Do not choose a 1-hour movie. That is too long. Choose a short clip, 30 seconds to 1 minute. It should be a speaker you like. If you are a man, choose a man with a voice you trust. If you are a woman, choose a woman. Maybe a YouTuber, a podcaster, or a character from a TV show like Friends. Make sure you have the transcript or subtitles. Step 2. Listen and understand. Listen to the clip 1 time. Read the text. Make sure you understand the meaning. Look up any new words. You cannot shadow if you don't know what they are talking about. Step 3. Listen for the music. Listen again. Don't read. Just close your eyes. Listen to the ups and downs. Where do they get loud? Where do they get quiet? Where do they pause? Hear the gonna and the wanna. Hear the linked words. Step 4. The mumble shadow. This is the warm-up. Play the audio. Try to speak with them, but just mumble. Try to catch the rhythm. Da-da-da-da-da. Don't worry about pronunciation yet. Just catch the beat. Step 5. The full shadow. Now, the real work. Play the audio. Speak out loud with the person. Try to be their twin. If they go fast, you go fast. If they shout, you shout. If they whisper, you whisper. If they take a breath, you take a breath. You will fail the first time. You will get tongue-tied. You will laugh. That is okay. Rewind. Do it again. Do the same 30 seconds 10 times. By the 10th time, your mouth will move automatically. You won't be thinking subject, verb, object. You will be feeling the flow. Let's try a mini shadow session right now. I'm going to act as your audio clip. I will say a phrase slowly, then I will say it at normal American speed. I want you to repeat the normal speed version immediately after me. Phrase 1. What are you doing? Slow. What are you doing? Fast. What you doing? Say it. What you doing? Again. What you doing? Phrase 2. I have got to go to the office. Slow. I have got to go to the office. Fast. I gotta go to the office. Notice gotta go sounds like gotta go. Say it. I gotta go to the office. Again. I gotta go to the office. Phrase 3. Did you eat yet? Slow. Did you eat yet? Fast. Jeet yet? Yes, really. The did and you become j. Jeet yet? Say it. Jeet yet? Excellent. Do you feel how your mouth is moving differently? You are sliding, you are gliding, you are not walking step by step, you are dancing. Part 4. The story of Maria. I want to tell you about Maria to show you why this matters. Maria is a librarian from Brazil. She is 50 years old. She loves books. She knows English grammar better than I do. She can pass any written test perfectly. But Maria was lonely. She lived in Chicago, but she had no American friends. When her neighbors said, "Hi, how you doing?" she would freeze. She needed 3 seconds to process, "How are you doing?" By the time she answered, the neighbor was walking away. She felt invisible. She told me, "Looky, I am too old. My mouth is too Portuguese. I cannot change." I told Maria, "Stop reading books. Start shadowing." She picked a cooking show on YouTube. The host was a friendly lady from New York. Every day for 15 minutes, Maria shadowed the cooking lady. "Today we're going to make a chocolate cake. Mix it up in the bowl. Put it in the oven." Maria repeated these sounds hundreds of times. 3 weeks later, Maria was at the grocery store. The cashier said something fast. "Did you find everything okay?" Did you find everything okay? Before, Maria would say, "Sorry" or "What?" But this time, her brain recognized the rhythm. It sounded like the cooking show. Her mouth reacted automatically. She said, "Yes, thanks. Just these eggs." She didn't think. The answer just came out. She walked out of the store and started crying. She was so happy. She finally connected. Maria wasn't too old. She just needed to stop treating English like a math problem and start treating it like a song. You can be Maria. Part 5. Overcoming the imposter syndrome. Now, I know a secret feeling you have. You are practicing this gonna and wanna and flap T, and a voice in your head says, "You sound fake. You sound silly. You are not American. Stop trying to act like a teenager. You sound ridiculous." This is called imposter syndrome. You feel like an actor wearing a costume that doesn't fit. This is normal. Every language learner feels this. When I learned Spanish, I felt silly rolling my R's. Radio, rápido. I felt like I was making a joke. But my teacher said, "Looky, if you don't roll the R, you don't sound Spanish. You sound like an American tourist." So I had to decide, do I want to feel comfortable or do I want to be understood? You have to accept the fake feeling. Fake it until you make it. When you use the flap T, water, you might feel like a cowboy. Good, be the cowboy. When you use gonna, you might feel like a movie star. Good, be the movie star. It is not mocking the language, it is respecting the language. To speak English well, you must adopt the personality of English. English is direct, it is fast, it is rhythmic, Your native language might be poetic, soft, or very precise. English is a different animal. You have to ride the animal differently. Don't let your age stop you. I have students who are 65 and 70 years old who started shadowing. They tell me, "Looky, watching the news is finally fun. I understand what they're saying." Your brain is plastic. It can change at any age, but you have to feed it the right input. Okay, we have covered a lot today. We talked about robot versus music. We talked about reductions. We practiced the flap T. Now you need a plan. You cannot just watch this video and forget it. You need to do the work. Here is your shadowing routine for the next 4 days. Number 1, find your source. Go to YouTube, find a video that is 3 to 5 minutes long. Topic: something you love. Gardening, cars, technology, makeup, travel. Choose a speaker with a clear American voice. Number 2, the 5-minute drill. You don't need an hour. You need 5 focused minutes. Pick 1 minute of that video. Listen to it, read it, then play it and shadow it. Do it 5 times in a row. Number 3, record yourself. The scary part. I know. You hate the sound of your own voice. We all do. But use the voice recorder on your phone. Record yourself saying that 1 minute of text. Then play the original video. Then play your recording. Compare them. Did you go up when they went up? Did you say gonna or did you say going to? Be your own teacher. Fix one thing, then do it again. Bonus challenge: the check it game. Tomorrow, when you are watching Netflix or listening to music, I want you to be a detective. Find the links. When you hear a character say wake up, shout linking. When you hear a character say water, shout flap tea. Train your ears to hunt for these sounds. Once you start hearing them, you cannot unhear them. The mystery will disappear. Conclusion. My friends, speaking English is not about intelligence. It is about rhythm. You have spent years learning the lyrics and the vocabulary. Now it is time to learn the melody. Don't be afraid to sound fast. Don't be afraid to mash your words together. What do you want to do is a perfectly correct English sentence. Embrace it. In the next segment, segment 3, we are going to talk about vocabulary, but not the boring lists from school. I'm going to teach you why you forget words when you are nervous, and I'm going to teach you the chunking method, how to learn words in groups so you never get stuck searching for a verb again. We are going to move from sounding good to having something to say. You are doing great. Keep looking in that mirror. Keep narrating your life. And now, start shadowing. This is Fluent with Looki, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace. We are now in episode 3 of our special series. We have come a long way together. In episode 1, we learned to stop being silent. We learned to be loud and proud. We learned to narrate our lives like a sports commentator. In episode 2, we learned about the music of English. We learned why Americans speak so fast. We learned about the flap T and the magic of shadowing. But now we have to fix the scariest problem of all. I want you to imagine a situation. You're at a dinner party, or maybe you're in a Zoom meeting. The conversation is going well. You are feeling good. You're shadowing in your head. You are ready. Then someone looks at you and asks a question. They say, "So, tell me about your job. Do you like it?" You know the answer. You love your job. You want to say that it is challenging but rewarding. You open your mouth to speak. You say, "Yes, I like it. It is very..." And then, silence. Your brain stops. It's like a computer screen that goes black. The spinning wheel of death appears in your eyes. You know the word. It's right there. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you cannot find it. You start to panic. You say, "It is very, Your face gets hot. Your hands get sweaty. You feel embarrassed. You feel like a beginner. Finally, you just say, "It's good." And you feel sad. You wanted to say something smart, but you said something simple. This is called the blank mind. Every adult learner hates this feeling. It makes you feel old. It makes you feel slow. But today, I have good news. Your memory is not broken. Your brain is not getting old. The problem is how you organize your words. You're trying to build a house using one brick at a time, and that's too slow. Today, I'm going to teach you the secret of chunking. This is how native speakers talk without thinking. This is how you will stop searching for words and start finding them instantly. Are you ready to upgrade your brain software? Let us begin. Part 1. The Trap of the List. Let us look at how you learned English in school. I bet you had a vocabulary notebook, and I bet it looked like this. Apple equals manzana. Run equals correr. Table equals mesa. Make equals hacer. You learned words in isolation. You learned them as single items. This is dangerous. Words are like people. They do not like to be alone. They like to have friends. They like to be in groups. When you learn a word by itself, your brain files it away in a small box. When you need that word, your brain has to run to the warehouse, find the specific box, open it, and take out the word. That takes time. And while your brain is searching for the box, your mouth is saying, We need to stop using single bricks. We need to start using pre-made walls. We call these pre-made walls chunks. A chunk is a group of words that always go together. They are best friends. They are married. They never separate. Think about your native language. You do not think about every single word. You think of ideas. In English, it is the same. Let me give you a famous example. Think about brushing your teeth. In English, the verb is always brush. Brush your teeth. We never say clean your teeth. We never say wash your teeth. We never say scrub your teeth. Those sentences are grammatically correct. Subject, verb, object. But they sound wrong. A native speaker would look at you strangely. It is always brush your teeth. This is a chunk. If you try to translate from your language, you might choose the wrong verb. Maybe in your language you say wash teeth. So you say that in English, and you feel unsure. But if you memorize the chunk, brush your teeth as one big word, you never have to think. You never have to choose. You just say it. This is the secret to fluency. Fluency is not about thinking faster. Fluency is about making fewer decisions. When you use chunks, your brain is on vacation. It is easy. Part 2. The 3 types of magic chunks. Okay, Looki, I understand, but which chunks do I need? There are 3 types of chunks that will save your life. Type number 1 is called collocations. This is a fancy word for word partners. These are words that just sound right together. Let us play a game. I will say a word and you try to finish the phrase. If I say fast, what is the food? Fast food. Correct. We never say quick food. It is always fast food. If I say quick, what is the shower? A quick shower. We rarely say a fast shower. It is a quick shower. Why? There is no logic. There is no rule. It is just a habit. Here are some very important word partners for your daily life. To make a decision. We do not do a decision. We make a decision. Imagine you are in a meeting. If you have to think, is it do or make? Is it do or make? You will stutter. But if you know make a decision is one block, you speak confidently. To take a break. We do not make a break, we take a break. To give advice. We do not say advice, we give advice. To pay attention. We do not put attention, we pay attention. Do you see the pattern? If you learn the verb alone, you will make mistakes. If you learn the chunk, you will be perfect every time. Type number 2 is called the fixed phrase. These are sentences that never change. You should memorize them like a song. Do not analyze the grammar, just memorize the music. How's it going? This means, how are you? Do not think about the grammar. Do not think, why is there an it? What is the subject? Just say the sound. How's it going? Long time no see. This is terrible grammar. There is no verb, but it is perfect English. It means I haven't seen you for a long time. Just say it. Long time no see. What are you up to? This means what are you doing? Memorize the sound. What you up to? When you treat these phrases like big vocabulary words, you sound like a native speaker immediately. Type number 3 is the most important one for you. This is called the safety chunk. This is your emergency kit. Remember the dinner party? Remember when your brain went blank? You need a way to buy time. You need a way to pause without looking stupid. If you say, you sound unsure. But if you use a safety chunk, you sound professional. Here are the best safety chunks to use when you forget a word. Phrase 1. Let me think about that for a second. Say that with me. Let me think about that for a second. This buys you 3 seconds of silence, but it sounds intelligent. It sounds like you are considering the question deeply.
Phrase 2. How can I say this? This is wonderful. You are telling the listener, I have a complex idea, and I am looking for the perfect words. It is very honest. How can I say this? Phrase 3. It is on the tip of my tongue. This tells the listener, I know the word, but I forgot it. Please help me. Usually, the listener will guess the word for you. So, next time you are stuck, do not panic. Just use a safety chunk. That's a good question. Let me think. Then, take a breath. The word will come back. Part 3. The story of David. I want to tell you about a student named David. David was an accountant. He was very good with numbers. He liked logic. He liked rules. David tried to speak English like a math equation. He would think, okay, I need the subject, I. Then I need the present perfect tense, have been. Then I need the preposition, in. I have been in New York. He spoke very slowly. He was always exhausted. After a 10-minute conversation, he needed a nap. One day, David had a presentation. He was terrified. He was trying to memorize every grammar rule. I told him, David, stop. Throw away the grammar book. We're going to build your presentation with chunks. We looked at his speech. Instead of memorizing 10 separate words, we memorized 3 blocks. Block 1, good morning, everyone. Block 2, I would like to talk about. Block 3, the sales figures. David practiced the blocks. Good morning, everyone. I would like to talk about. The sales figures. When he gave the presentation, he flowed. He did not think about the verb like. He did not think about the preposition about. They were glued together. After the speech, his boss said, David, your English has improved so much. You sound so natural. David did not learn more grammar. He actually thought less about grammar. He just trusted the chunks. You can be like David. You can stop building bricks and start moving walls. Part 4. How to be a chunk hunter. Okay, this sounds great, but how do I find these chunks? Do I need a special dictionary? No. You just need to change your eyes. You need to become a chunk hunter. From today, I want you to change how you consume English. When you read an article or when you listen to a podcast, stop looking for single words. Stop looking for difficult words. Look for the connections. If you see the word interested, look at the word next to it. It is always interested in. Ah, that is a chunk. Interested in. Never learn interested alone. Learn interested in.
If you see the word depend, look next to it. It is always depend on. Depend on. That is the chunk. If you see afraid, look next to it. Afraid of. This fixes your grammar problems automatically. Many students ask me, Looki, prepositions are so hard. Is it in, on, at, of? I always get confused. You get confused because you are guessing. If you learn the chunk, you do not guess. You know that depend creates a bridge to on. Depend on. You know that good creates a bridge to at. Good at. I'm good at tennis, not good in tennis. So, here's your practice for today. I'm going to give you a verb, and I want you to shout the word that follows it. Ready? If I say listen, you say to. Listen to. We never just listen music, we listen to music. If I say wait, you say for. Wait for. I'm waiting for the bus. If I say look, you say at. Look at. Look at me. If I say take care, you say of. Take care of. Excellent. You're already chunking. Part 5. The power of simplicity. Now I want to talk about something very important for adults. Sometimes, even with chunks, you'll forget a specific word. Maybe you want to say the word stapler, the machine that connects papers, but you forget stapler. The blank mind attacks. Here's the secret. You don't need the word stapler. You need to describe the reality. If you forget the name of the object, describe what it does. You can say, can you pass me the thing for the papers? Can you pass me the click-click machine? Can you pass me the paper connector? The other person will understand. They will say, oh, the stapler? And you say, yes, the stapler. Thanks. This is called circumlocution. It means walking around the word. Do not let one missing word stop your entire story. If you forget the word for umbrella, say the rain protector. If you forget the word for ambulance, say the hospital car. If you forget the word for chef, say the person who cooks. It is okay. It is not stupid. It is creative. It keeps the conversation moving. Remember, your goal is communication, not a vocabulary test. If you communicate the idea, you win. Part 6. Your homework and the 24-hour challenge. We are coming to the end of episode 3. Your brain is now full of new tools. You have the mirror, you have shadowing, and now you have chunks. Here is your mission for the next 24 hours. I want you to be a collector. I want you to find 5 new chunks from your life. Look at your phone. Look at your emails. Look at Netflix. Find 5 pairs of words that are married. Maybe you see log in. Maybe you see sign up. Maybe you see out of order. Maybe you see go ahead. Write them down in your notebook, but do not write them as a list. Write a sentence for each one. Do not just write go ahead. Write, please go ahead with the project. And say it out loud. Remember episode 1? Be loud and proud. Please go ahead with the project. Also, I want you to practice one safety chunk. Choose your favorite one. Maybe it is, that is a good question. Say it 10 times today. Say it in the shower. Say it in the car. That is a good question. That is a good question. Make it automatic. So the next time you are nervous, it will come out of your mouth like magic. You won't even have to think about it. My friends, you are doing amazing work. You are breaking the chains of the translation trap. You are stopping the robot voice. You are becoming fluid. In the next and final segment, episode 4, we are going to put it all together. We are going to talk about the lifestyle. How do you stay fluent if you do not live in America? How do you create an English bubble in your house? And I will give you the 30-day plan to change your life forever. You do not want to miss the finale. It's going to be powerful. I am Looki. This is Fluent with Looki. Keep hunting for chunks, keep talking to yourself, and I will see you in the next episode. We have arrived. This is it. This is the final chapter of our journey together. Take a moment to look back at the path we have walked. It has been a long road, but a necessary one. In episode 1, we identified the enemy, the silence, the fear. We learned to look in the mirror and become our own best friends. We learned to narrate our coffee and our traffic jams. In episode 2, we tackled the speed of American English. We learned that English is music, not a robot code. We learned to shadow. We learned to find the beat. In episode 3, we fixed the blank mind. We stopped building with lonely bricks and started building with chunks. We learned that words need friends. You now have the blueprint. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. But knowledge alone is not enough. A blueprint is useless if you do not pick up a hammer and build the house. The danger now is the end of course effect. You finish the series, you feel inspired, you feel motivated, you say, "Yes, Looki, I am ready." And then you turn off the audio. You go back to your job, you go back to your family, you go back to your native language world. Slowly, your brain will drift back to its old settings. The translation software will reinstall itself. The fear will return. To truly master speaking English, you cannot just be a visitor. You cannot be a tourist in the English language. You must live there.
But Looki, you say, I live in Brazil. I live in Japan. I live in Italy. I live in Vietnam. My family speaks my language. My boss speaks my language. The TV is in my language. How can I live in English? I have a secret for you. Geography does not matter. It does not matter where your physical body is located. You can be in the middle of Tokyo or the middle of Paris. We are going to build an immersion bubble. You can live in your home country, but your digital life and your mental life can be in English. You can create a micro-environment where English is the dominant language. Today, in this final episode, I'm going to give you the roadmap for the rest of your life. This is not a study plan. This is a lifestyle change. Are you ready to move into your new English house? Let us open the door. Part 1. The digital shift. I want you to look at your phone right now. Unlock it. Look at the icons. Look at the menus. What language is it in? If it is not in English, I want you to change it now. I know. You're panicking. You're thinking, but Looki, I won't be able to find anything. It will be annoying. I will get lost. Yes, it will be annoying for 2 days, maybe 3. You will struggle to find the settings or the alarm. But think about what this does to your brain. This forces your brain to see English words like cancel, save, edit, share, loading, search, hundreds of times a day. Every time you look at your phone, which is probably 100 times a day, you get a mini English lesson. You stop translating the word cancel because you see it so often. It just becomes cancel. You stop translating settings. It just becomes settings. This is passive learning at its best. It is free and it requires 0 extra time. Now, let us look at your entertainment, your YouTube, your Netflix, your social media feed. Stop watching content in your native language. Stop watching dubbed movies. If you love cooking, do not watch a cooking show in your language. Watch Gordon Ramsay. Watch Jamie Oliver. Watch a food vlogger from New York. If you love technology, do not read tech news in your language. Watch tech reviews in English. If you love makeup, watch makeup tutorials in English. If you love football, watch the commentary in English. This is the rule. Consume what you love, but consume it in English. When you do this, something magical happens. You stop studying English. You start learning cooking using English. You start learning about iPhones using English. English becomes the tool, not the goal.
And when you stop focusing on the language and start focusing on the content, the fear disappears. You are too busy looking at the delicious steak to worry about grammar. Part 2. The reaction rule. Most students stay stuck at the intermediate level because they are passive learners. They listen to podcasts, they watch videos, they read books. They are consumers. They eat English, but they do not cook English. Input is great. Input is necessary, but input alone does not build a speaking brain. To speak in English, you must be a creator. You must create output. You must talk back to your content. Here's the reaction rule. From now on, whenever you watch a video or read an article, you must do this simple drill. Pause the video, ask yourself, what did I just see? Answer out loud, or in your head if you're on the bus. The man cooked a steak. It looked burnt. He used too much salt. Do not just watch, summarize. Then give it opinion. React, agree, disagree. I don't like that dress. It is too yellow. That's a stupid idea. It will never work. He is funny. I like his jokes. I'm sad because the dog died in the movie. Form opinions in English. When you have an opinion in English, the language becomes yours. It becomes emotional. You are not just repeating a textbook, you're expressing your personality. This is how you bridge the gap between understanding and speaking. You force your brain to formulate a thought instantly. Part 3. The identity shift. This is the most important part of the entire series. This is the psychological key. As long as you say to yourself, I am a Spanish speaker learning English, your brain will treat English as a foreign object. It will treat it like a virus. It will try to reject it to keep you safe in your native identity. You identify as a student. Students make mistakes. Students are learning. Students are not ready. Students ask for permission. You need to kill the student identity. You need to change your identity to speaker. I want you to stand in front of a mirror again. I want you to say, I am a bilingual person. English is one of my languages. When you own the language, you stop apologizing for it. Have you ever started a conversation by saying, sorry, my English is bad? Stop doing that. Never apologize for your English again. When you apologize, you tell the other person, I am not confident. Please judge me. Please look for my mistakes. Instead, just speak. You must accept that you will make mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes. We stutter. We forget words. We use the wrong grammar. It happens. You must accept that you will have an accent. Many students hate their accent. They want to sound exactly like an American or British person. Listen to me. An accent is not a sin. An accent is a sign of bravery. An accent means you know two ways to describe the world. It means you have a history. It is a badge of honor. As long as you are clear, your accent is beautiful. Do not let the pursuit of a perfect accent stop you from speaking. Be loud, be proud, be you in English. Part 4. The 30-Day No Translation Challenge. I am giving you one final challenge to jumpstart your new life. For the next 30 days, I want you to be the translation police for your own brain. Catch yourself. Be aware. Every time you try to translate a word from your native language, stop, freeze. Do not let the translation happen. Instead, find another way. Use a simpler word. If you cannot find exhausted, use very tired. Use a chunk. Describe it. If you forget the word knife, say the thing for cutting bread. Refuse to use your native language as a crutch. Walk on your own two English feet. It will be hard at first. You will wobble, but your legs will get strong. Part 5. Your daily routine. Okay, Looki, give me the plan. What do I do tomorrow morning? Here is your daily immersion routine. It takes less than 20 minutes a day. You have time. Do not tell me you do not have time. Morning. 2 minutes, the bathroom mirror. While you brush your teeth, talk to your mirror friend. What is the plan for today? I am going to work. I need to buy milk. I am tired. Set the intention for the day in English. Commute, 10 minutes, the shadowing session. In the car or on the bus, put on your headphones. Listen to a podcast or a video. Shadow it. Mumble along. Find the rhythm. Wake up your English mouth. Daytime, all day, the chunk hunter. Keep your eyes open. Look for collocations in your emails. Look for chunks in your meetings. Write down 1 or 2 interesting phrases in your phone. Evening, 5 minutes, the reaction. Watch one short video on YouTube, a cooking video, a news clip, a funny cat video. Pause it, summarize it, react to it. Say, that cat is crazy. I want a cat like that. Night, 1 minute, the gratitude. Before you close your eyes in bed, think of 3 things you are grateful for in English. I am happy for my bed. I am happy for my dinner. I am happy I practiced English today. That's it. Morning, commute, day, evening, night. You are sprinkling English on your life like salt. You are not eating a whole bag of salt at once. You are just adding flavor to your day.
Consistency is greater than intensity. 10 minutes every day is better than 5 hours on Sunday. 5 hours on Sunday is painful. 10 minutes every day is a habit. Part 6. The final motivation. My friends, the journey to an English brain is not a sprint. It is not a 100-meter dash. It is a marathon. It is a lifelong hike up a beautiful mountain. There will be days when you are tired. There will be days when your brain feels like fog. There will be days when you just want to speak your native language and be comfortable. That is fine. Rest. Be human. But come back the next day. Do not quit. Think about why you are doing this. You are doing this for a better job. You are doing this for your family. You are doing this to travel the world. You are doing this to prove to yourself that you can. Imagine the future version of you. Imagine yourself in 1 year. You are sitting in a cafe in New York, or London, or Sydney. You are talking to a new friend. You are laughing. You are telling a story. You are not thinking about grammar. You are not translating. You are just connecting. That version of you is waiting. That version of you is cheering for you right now. You have the power. You have the permission. English is not a subject to be studied in a dark room. It is a life to be lived in the bright sun. Go out there, open your eyes, open your mind, and speak. Thank you for trusting me with your mind. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your courage. Please, if this series helped you, share it with a friend who's struggling. Leave a comment below. Tell me, I am a speaker. I want to see thousands of comments saying, I am a speaker. This is Fluent with Looki, and I am so proud of you. Good luck, and keep talking.